Hi, my name is Priyanka, and I built Scout, an AI chatbot that helps parents make sense of the endless stream of school emails and newsletters. Most parents don't miss school events because they don't care. They miss them because the information is scattered, buried in newsletters, emails, and updates that never stop coming. You promise yourself you'll check the newsletter later, but later becomes tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes the day the permission slip was due. It's not that you're disorganized, it's that schools talk in paragraphs when parents need bullet points. But what if your school updates just talk back? What if you could ask, when's Unity Day? And get this answer instantly. No scrolling, no searching, no guilt. Meet Scout, your calm in the inbox storm. Scout reads the chaos so you don't have to. It finds the dates, the details, the instructions, and tells you what matters when it matters. Because parenting is hard enough, staying organized shouldn't be. Now, let me quickly demo the app I built for this. So, first, you go to settings, you enter your OpenAI key, and you upload any documents you want and click on prepare data, which helps in which does the indexing for these PDF files uploaded, and then you're ready to start chatting. So I have 3 questions prepared that will help me for planning out my week ahead. So first I'm going to ask it, what are some important dates between November 14th to December 1st? It gives me the important dates. Next, I ask it what is happening in the school on November 11th. It says that the school will be closed and there will be no school that day, so I need to plan for who will provide daycare for my kids for that day. And the last one is, when is the vision test, because I want to make sure my kids have their vision tested, and it tells me November 13th, and I can remind them to be sure to go and have their vision tested out. So back to the presentation. So I will Scout, a RAG application that helps parents navigate school newsletters. The problem is simple but frustrating. Parents get weekly newsletters packed with events, but finding specific information means scrolling through multiple PDFs. My solution extracts events from these newsletters and lets parents ask natural language questions like, when is the next vision test, or what field trips are coming up. So for the front end deployment, I used Vercel. For building the front end, I used Next.js, TypeScript, Tailwind, CSS, and it also has file upload capability in case people from other schools also want to use this. And backend is deployed using Railway because I found some limitations on Vercel for the size of my app. And Fast API plus Python is used to build the backend, and I also have a LangChain agent and a in-memory quadrant vector database. The AI layer uses OpenAI GPT-4o Mini, OpenAI embeddings, and Cohort re-ranking to test out an advanced retrieval. Let me walk you through the data architecture. The primary data source is straightforward, which is the weekly school newsletter PDFs. I'm working with 4 to 7 newsletters totaling about 150 MB. These contain all the events, dates, locations, and instructions, but they are completely unstructured. To make sense of this data, I leveraged external APIs. OpenAI GPT-4o Mini handles 2 critical tasks: extracting structured event information from the PDFs and understanding natural language queries from users. OpenAI's text embedding 3 small converts the text into vector embeddings for semantic search. I tried the Cohere's API to try and improve retrieval accuracy. The heart of the Scout agent uses 2 tools. Tool 1 is search events. This queries structured data that's been extracted from the newsletters. Think of it as a database lookup, fast, precise matching for things like dates, events, title, times, and locations. When someone asks what's happening on November 11th, this tool delivers exact answers quickly. Tool 2 is a search documents. This is the RAG component that does semantic search through the actual newsletter chunks. It uses vector similarity to find detailed instructions and context that might not fit into the structured fields. The agent workflow is straightforward. It takes a user's query, understands the intent, decides which tool or combination of tools to use, and then synthesizes the results into a coherent response. Evaluation is critical, so I created golden test data to measure Scout's performance objectively. I manually crafted 10 questions that represent real parent queries across 4 categories: data queries, event queries, instruction queries, and location queries. For each question, I manually verified the ground truth answers against the actual newsletters. The golden dataset became my benchmark for measuring improvements and comparing different RAG configurations using the RAGS framework. This table represents the naive and advanced retrieval across 4 metrics. Scout has good answer relevancy and context precision, but had very low faithfulness score of 0.14. This happens because I allowed the agent to synthesize information naturally. In retrospect, I could have improved this with stricter prompting, explicitly instructing the model to only use information directly from the context or adding a verification step. However, there's still a trade off between rigid accuracy and natural conversation. With more time, I'd experiment with finding the sweet spot. Second, context recall is at zero point 0.5, which means that the system sometimes misses relevant information. This is solvable. I could increase the number of chunks retrieved or experiment with better embedding models. Third, an interesting negative result: Cohere re-ranking showed minimal improvement. This actually saves complexity and cost. It tells me that standard retrieval with good embeddings is sufficient for this use case. So, not every optimization helps, and knowing what doesn't work is valuable too. In terms of future improvements, I am thinking if I to increase the context recall and see if I can improve the context precision, have persistent storage so that I don't have to index every single time, and have direct calendar and email integration so that I don't have to copy the emails and upload them manually. And for evaluation, I want to expand the test set to 50 plus questions. So I built Scout, a RAG application to solve a real problem for real users. The key achievements: 0.77 answer relevancy means parents are getting genuinely helpful responses. The 800 character chunking strategy was validated through systematic testing. I completed a full re ranking analysis and also delivered a full stack deployment. But here's what really matters: the business value. Scout saves parents hours of tedious searching through PDFs. Instead of scrolling through multiple newsletters, trying to remember which week mentioned the bake sale, they get instant, accurate answers to their questions. This is RAG applied to a real world problem with measurable impact. Thank you.